Hi, everybody. Welcome to Bench Racing with Steve Hansen. Yeah, I kind of renamed my channel. Had to come up with a little catchy name to kind of, I don't know, give it a little pizzazz, I guess. It's unscripted, unedited, and sometimes uncalled for. But welcome to the stream today, and want to kind of pump the brakes on the NASCAR nonsense for a little bit and kind of plug some racing that's near and dear to my heart, and that's dirt late model racing. I race dirt late models for, like 25 years, mainly around Nebraska, Iowa, South Dakota, Kansas, primarily in the IMCA division in that their dirt late model division. Ran some Wasota stuff back in the day, so late models are kind of near and dear to my heart. So wanted to tell you about the Lucas Oil late model dirt series. They're kicking off their season with the Wieland Winter Nationals. And they actually started with practice yesterday at All-Tech Speedway in Lake City, Florida. Now, I'm not heard of All-Tech Speedway, to be brutally honest with you, but it's a neat facility down south of Lake City, Florida. And they've got, from yesterday, and they will be running there till the 21st, and then they go over to Ocala, Florida from the 23rd to the 28th. Then they go to Golden Isle Speedway from the March 3rd to March 7th, and that will conclude the Wieland Winter Nationals. So and I did not see where any of that was going to be televised either on Dirt Vision or Flow. If there is, respond right here and drop a link if you would. But I did not see any place that was televising the Winter Nationals. Shifting gears a little bit, there's been kind of a topic on why kids aren't getting into racing. There's a whole lot of other things out there these days, primarily these damn phones and electronic devices. But when I got into racing, everybody, I went and bought a 1974 Chevy Nova for $75. And it had the old point system and stuff in it. And like an idiot, instead of going to the salvage yard and getting an HEI and sticking in there and making my life a lot easier, oh no, I bought all new points, plugs, condenser, all the stuff for the old point system in the distributor, and knocked the exhaust system off, run straight pipes out the side, and I had quite frankly, a cobbled up roll cage, but the track I was running on was not exactly high speed. And the tires on it had to be street tires and street wheels. So we had a dump here at the time. So a lot of my tires had pretty good tread on them, but we put tubes in them, and we sometimes put a patch over the hole in the tires so that the tube wouldn't stick out through. But that, folks, for under $500, I went racing. Now, this day and age, there's no cars that kids can go basically knock the windows out of and go racing. I mean, IMCA, and I think there's other divisions that have what they call the subcompact cars, the front wheel drive cars that, you can go buy one turnkey for, I think I've seen like $2,200, $2,500. Around here, and Cletus McFarland's got a deal going with the Crown Vics at his racetrack down there, and he takes them all over the United States too, or mainly on the eastern. But here in Nebraska, they have a Crown Vic series that it's strictly strict, Crown Vics, and they have strict rules, and those cars you can buy turnkey ready to go for $2,500. I've seen them up to $5,000. There were some that were talking about the mini sprints. They're a little bit different than the midgets, have motorcycle engines in them, and there's talk about that being an affordable class. But if you want to be competitive in that, I helped a couple buddies of mine racing that for a while. $15,000 is not an affordable class to get into. So point of the matter is, everybody, the cars these days have surpassed being able to just go get one and knock the windows out of, per se, because you do need to have a safe roll cage. But the other thing that's it kind of stepped in and altered that, kick the windows out and go racing thing is insurance. I mean, insurance has stepped in, and it's a damn nightmare for tracks. I used to work at a racetrack, and I was part of a traveling series, the CNCTA, the Central Nebraska Circle Track Association, and having insurance and all that is huge now, and affordability is not with insurance, just like with our regular insurance for our house and cars and stuff. But bottom line, everybody, it's not easy to get kids involved in racing, because just like with the subcompact cars, then I'll use IMCA, it's computerized. So you can't, like with the car I started with, basic mechanics, and you had it covered. Well, with these cars, they're all computerized, so you got to have a diagnostic device, and if something's not working, you got to plug it in and find out what's wrong. Is it this sensor, that sensor, whatever? And so it's not exactly easy to work on your own cars and have something that's easy to work on, that you don't have a myriad of crap all over the engine to work on it. So I think that's part of what's tough for kids to get into these days, or the younger generation, is there's no relatable cars, and it's not extremely affordable, no matter what you do, to get into racing. So what the answer is, that's probably debate for another day. But we need to find a way to get kids more involved with racing, and somehow find a class that is affordable to have an entry-level program. And I don't care if it's dirt or pavement, have an entry-level program where the total cost of the car is, say, under $1,500. I'm just throwing a number out there, because I think if we're able to do that, I think we will reignite having youngsters want to get into racing that don't have to have a lot of money to get started, to enjoy the sport and grow from there. With that, everybody, I think we'll hang it up for today. But again, real racing is now underway. Dirt late models, yeah, I know modifieds have been running at Volusia and all that kind of stuff, and Kenny Wallace and all them guys. But real racing is now started with dirt late models at the Wieland Winter Nationals down in Florida. So with that, everybody, have a great day, and always remember, it's better to have raced and went broke than to have never raced at all. Take care.